Hey guys, Gripper here, and in this video we are going to continue our 1 to 60 dot kill run. In this leg we are going to do levels 50 to 55. Once again, this video might run a little long. There are quite a few steps, quite a few zones that we have to go to, but again, very valuable information. So yeah, let's get going. In the last video we stopped right at level 50, and we just finished Tanaris. So we're going to leave with Sprinkle's Secret Ingredient, Rise of the Silithid, and this breadcrumb to the Burning Steps. From here we are going to fly to Orgrimmar. And we are going to set our hearth here and turn in the bug quest. You can also take this opportunity to turn in the Mage Weave if you haven't done that yet. We are going to skip March of the Silithid for now. And from here we are going to fly over to Splinter Tree Post. And now we are going to run to Azshara. Okay, so right when you get into Azshara, there is this little alliance town, but no guardswag or anything, and you're just going to come over here and accept these two quests, and we are going to do them right away. It's the Ghosts and the Satyrs. You may need to kill this camp a couple times to get all the mobs you need. And then we're going to go back to the entrance and turn these in right away.
Greetings, traveler. May the eternal soul.
Okay, then we're going to head to town. I'll go ahead and turn in Betrayed, but do not accept the next part yet. And accept Stealing Knowledge. We're also going to come over here to the Blood Elf, and we are going to accept a meeting with the Master. On private servers, however, the quest is not available, but basically what it is you're going to kill hippogriffs to get 2 undamaged hippogriff feathers. It's a good grind, so for the sake of this video we are going to kill some hippogriffs, but the quest itself is worth about 4k experience, so we'll just make that up killing a little bit of extra Naga. Oops, don't do that. So you'll just come up here and there's a line of hippogriffs that you'll just kill and just go back and forth. You'll probably need to kill about 20 to 30 hippogriffs in order to get what you need, but again, they're squish and it's a good grind. Okay, so you should have them by now, and this is a good place to be. because we are going to come down here and do seeping corruption on the Naga. I do want to mention this right here. This, I call it the third finger because I say all these are fingers. You can get back up right here, and it's going to be useful later when we're doing this Betrayed quest line and Kim Jail's little quest. Here we're just going to kill all the Naga we see. I like to shoot for about 50 different ones. They're very abundant and they're very easy to kill. And make sure you just do all the pools. Questing marks them very well, but they're really easy to see if you just kind of go down the coast here. It may not be quite 50, but just kill all the way to the pool and just all the way back to the entrance. Next we'll do Stealing Knowledge. Same thing here, just kill the Naga as you're looting the tablets. Be sure not to loot more than one tablet. They are kind of spread out, and there are more than one spawn of each of the colors. Okay, just grind your way out and run back to town. Okay, so here we're going to accept all 4 quests. There's one to just go where meeting with the master was, and 3 to the major cities. These are good little chunks of XP each turn in, back and forth. Gives about 5 to 6k experience. Okay, here's where we would turn a meeting with the master, and then now he allows you to teleport up.
Greetings.
Accept the payment, and then we're just going to go right back to town. And to get back, just talk to that guy. Okay, from here we're going to fly to Orgrimmar. And we're going to go turn in the letter here and accept the payment. we're gonna run over to Orgrimmar Inn and pick up the Ungoro Soil pre-quest.
Strength and honor.
And then we're gonna fly to Thunderbluff. Here we'll go ahead and turn the letter in and the assisting quest on Elder Rise. And also while you're here, if you haven't turned your Mage Weave in, go ahead and do that as well. You should have more than enough, or gathered more than enough than you need.
What is it you want, stranger?
Accept the payment. From here, we're going to hearth to Orgrimmar. And then we're going to fly back to Ashara. May seem like a lot of traveling here, but there is a purpose. Your quest log gets really full really quick, so we want to get rid of some of these quests so that we have enough room to accept all of the chains that we're going to be accepting in the near future. Back to Orgrimmar. And we're going to take the Zeppelin to Undercity. Alright, here we've got a few quests to turn in. Make sure you wait for the RP. There's a couple extra quest turn-ins for doing Seeping Corruption. Yeah, so nice little quest line. This was the quest that we did in the Fields of Daenerys. And then accept this breadcrumb to Kargath. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and accept these two slimes. Actually, no, we're not going to get those yet, because we will need the quest space for our Hinterlands chain. If you banked your Long Elegant Feathers, go ahead and grab them out now, because we will need these for the Hinterlands. I'm going to go, and then we're going to fly to the Hinterlands. So I'm going to go ahead and teleport. Okay, here we're gonna do the Hinterlands loop. So just grab all the quests that aren't part of Jinthal lore.
Okie-dokie. Later. See ya. What you want? Okie-dokie. Hey there. How you doing, man?
And that's about it. We'll get the Snapjaws and Gamarita a little later when we come back to town. So now you're just gonna start the Hinterlands loop. I'm just gonna do the grind, and as things come along that I feel are necessary to tell you about, I will do that. I will dot kill a lot of things, or respawn and dot kill a lot of things, just to make it go a little quicker as well. First thing, Slag's tools can be at any one of these camps. Of course, it's always the same on private servers, but just double check all these troll camps while we are killing them. The Sooths, there are not that many Soothslayers, so make sure you just go back and forth until you get them. Look out for the Savage Albies as well. They're kind of spread out all over kind of this area. So you don't need to finish it right away, but just go ahead and kill as many as you can the first time around and get the rest on the way back. This is the other place Slag's tools could be, up here.
It's too far away.
Something I do want to talk about is some of you may think, oh, I'm too over leveled for the hinterlands at this point, but that's not true. The quests still give quite a bit of experience, and it's such a long grind that it's just easy to tear through all these mobs at this level. You do get a little less experience per kill, but it's definitely still a good time to be here. This area can get a little hairy, aggroing a lot of mobs, but once again, we are a lot higher level than them, so you should be able to take 2, 3, 4 on at a time. Before Renji's escort, clear the entire building here and clear a path all the way around you. It's a very short escort, but you do have to fight 2 or 3 mobs at once, so you don't want any extras. Make sure once you finish the loop, you should have gotten the chicken escort, so go ahead and turn that in here. Do not actually do the escort, and then we'll just follow the river for the riddle and for large lunch. This is the last part of the riddle. Get a nice 14 slot bag and some good experience. Large lunch can be a little difficult to solo, but what I recommend is make sure you're full health mana and then just kite one of these guys away. On Classic, I'm not even sure how many's come, but yeah, just loot the lunch and run. Now we'll run back to town.
What you looking for? Bye-bye now. Relax. Be seeing ya. Okie dokie. Later.
You can do Avenging the Fallen again for some extra gold, but it doesn't give any XP.
Relax.
This is where the 10 long elegant feathers come in.
Hello, man. Okie dokie.
Okay, now we'll do the turtles.
What you want? Stay away from them. Spirit.
Gamarita can be difficult to solo, but just watch her path, and she does pat like all the way down here. Just drag her, and you can get it killed for you.
Makra. Straight. What you looking for? Stay away from them.
Oh, and don't forget to turn in Rinji over here. I do mention that in my guide. I almost forgot just now. Set the next part. And then the last quest that we have here is the final message to Wildhammer. It is across the zone, but it's worth decent XP. You definitely probably couldn't grind the amount of XP that it's worth in the time that it takes to run over here and then fly back to Raven Tusk. We also need to turn in Ripple Recovery, so there's that as well. If I can find the entrance.
How may I help? Till next week.
Make sure you get the part to go back to Orgrimmar.
Good luck, friend.
And we'll do message to Wildhammer, just kind of right in the town, right by the well. From here, you would just run back to Terran Mill. It's a lot quicker just to come here and then fly back to Raventusk.
Me got the good stuff, man.
Okay, so this is where we'll kind of be after doing the hinterlands. About halfway through the level, the next zone is going to be the Blasted Lands, and we're just going to do that grind. And it's only worth like 40% of a level maybe, so you're going to need to do a little extra grinding. If you're a skinner and you plan on being a tribal leatherworker, I go ahead and recommend that you farm the turtles over here and get the 112 turtle scales you need. They're close together enough that it's not too bad of a grind. They are not squishy like the rest of the mobs we do, but still definitely worth doing. Otherwise, if you're not going to be a leather worker, I suggest that you do a little bit of extra grinding in the Blasted Lands to get the items that you need for your specific buff that you will be using while you raid. Obviously, they're unique, but you can just bank, the Basilisk Brains or the Pincers, whatever you need for later use. Okay, so from here we are going to fly to Undercity. And we'll go ahead and turn in Renji and lines of communication.
I am forsaken.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to turn in Mage Weave.
This had better be good.
I'm listening.
Renji's a double turn in, so make sure you do both of them. And then now we're gonna head back over here, do the delivery payment, get the payment, and do get the 2 ooze quests.
Speak quickly. What do you require? And you beware.
Okay, from here you have 2 options. You can take the Zeppelin to Gromgal and fly to Swamp of Sorrows, or you can just take the long flight from Undercity to Swamp of Sorrows. For me, I'm going to take the flight because this gives me a chance to shower, exercise, eat, take a 10-minute break from the computer if you're, doing a marathon session. But yeah, up to you. So just end up in Swamp of Sorrows. And then we'll run to the Blasted Lands. No need to pick any of the quests up first. Just make sure you have a an empty inventory, and then just do the grind. I have in my guide what you need, so just do it. For the sake of time, I am just going to kill and respawn certain mobs to get the items I need, but it will still simulate the amount of XP it takes for you to get everything. Something to note, try to grind on the higher level of these mobs. There are pretty much every mob can be 50 to 52, except the birds. I think they're a little lower. But yeah, just make sure you're doing that. Yeah, get the hyenas that are higher level. Okay, so we didn't get the imperfect crystal. If you're doing a little extra grinding, I would say there's like a 95% chance you're going to get it. It's not that rare. Obviously, the perfect ones are near impossible other than killing the dragon. But since we didn't get it, we will go ahead and skip it. And again, you know, grind what you need here. Just you be the judge. Like, I'm probably not going to hit 52 here, but that's okay because we're going to grind a little bit extra on the raptors to make up for it. Personally, I prefer to do that over doing any of the other grinds.
Till next we meet. Good luck, friend.
Okay, so pretty close. From here, we are going to Hearth to Org. And then we're going to pick up a couple quests, turn in Ripple Recovery. So get the March of the Silithid over here.
What you want? You see it?
And then we're going to pick up the Raptor quest up here.
What's beyond your mind?
Okay, from here we're going to fly to Ratchet. still have the stone circle, so we'll just pick it up in this little box. As well as volcanic activity for Ungoro. From here, we are going to fly to Tenaris. Turn in the ingredients, do the back and forth. I'm not going to do it because it doesn't really yield any XP, but to get your Noggin Flogger elixirs, turn that in, get Bungle in the Jungle, and make sure you get Super Sticky over here. Also, we're going to want to set our hearth, so go ahead and set your hearth, and then supply food and water. I'm not sure there's a vendor in Marshall's Refuge, so get supplied for the route that we're going to do in Ungoro, and then also turn in the stone circle, and you can skip the next part because it's a Sunken Temple quest. And from here, just run down to Ungoro. Oh, abandon Ungoro soil for now. You shouldn't have picked it up. You're not going to have enough quest room in your quest log for it. Okay, so in my guide I don't really spell out this zone because it should be pretty self-explanatory, just doing the loop. I do make a couple notes and I will comment on that. So go ahead and pick these two right when you get here, and we're going to go ahead and do this first quest. And also make sure you pick up any power crystals. For time, I am not going to do that. I'm just going to auto-complete the quest. And yeah, just come over here, grind on any raptors, and pick up the carcass. And we go ahead and turn this in and accept the next part. Just kind of walk over these eggs and you'll get the mate to spawn. Loot the glands. And from here we'll just go ahead and finish the raptor quest and grind on what we need. I also like to accept Lincolns.
I need to get closer.
I like to grind on these raptors for a few bars. I try to get the book before I go to town as well, so it doesn't clog up my quest log. Okay, looks like we didn't get it, but that's okay. From here, actually go back and turn the scent in.
The winds guide you.
And get the last part. Here we are going to go ahead and do Bungle in the Jungle. Do not let these bugs cast. Here, we'll see if we can get him to do it. Let cast Silipid Pox on you. I don't think that one does it. I think it's these wasps. right here. Just step out. We gotta go a little further than that, but just run out of range and you won't get it. And it's really detrimental if you do get this. Alright, there's the scent. And now we are just going to run up to the tar fields. One sec. Okay, so now that we're at the tar fields, we are going to do super sticky before we run to town. So I'm just gonna simulate it. It's a very low drop rate, but it's a good grind and these things are squishy. I do recommend doing the lower level ones because the higher level ones put debuffs on you and they disarm. It's just, you know, not great. Okay, once we finish this, we will go ahead and run to Marshall's. And just start picking up all the quests.
What's on your mind?
Interesting. Have you ever eaten anything?
Talk to me. Hurry back!
Hello. See you around. Safe travel.
Good day to you. Have a good one.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
Yeah, what do you want? Keep it real.
Yo! Glad I could help.
Okay, so from here we are going to go back to Gadget Sand to turn in our 2 quests, get the flight path and Dingus Hearth.
Time is money, friend. Hurry back.
Do I have a deal for you? Be good.
Go ahead and get pawn captures queen. And fly back to Marshall's. So our quest log is getting pretty full. Couple options here is probably just going to be to abandon these two quests, but we'll see what we need to do.
Talk to me. Keep it real.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and abandon these guys.
Hey. Very good.
Again, you should have your power crystals by this point, so just go ahead and turn them in. I'm going to complete real quick.
Good day to you. You have a great day now. Very well then. Off and away. Very well then.
Quest log is full. At this point, oh, that's what we didn't do. Okay, I was like, I know I made it to where you don't, you shouldn't have to abandon any more quests. I'm gonna go ahead and take those two breadcrumbs out of my guide because I did miscalculate having to abandon them. So basically what we'll do is we will, let's see, it's a secret to everyone. Go ahead and turn this into Lincoln, and we just won't accept the next part yet.
Interesting.
Okay, and we'll just start the grind. For the uses, you're going to want to kill 30 of them. I'm just going to simulate that real quick. Okay, that will suffice. There's not really going to be much commentary. I'm just going to do the grind.
I'm out of range.
So actually guys, my microphone is dying and my charger is not working, so I am going to cut this video a little short. In the next one, we will finish this grind and we will begin, and we'll just begin where we left off, and we might just go to 60. We'll see how long the video is running. So I apologize that this one's getting cut a little short, but I will see you in the next one.